So here are the three main reasons why you need to figure out who your dream customer is before you basically end up hating your business. So this happens to everybody who ends up joining, particularly like the network marketing industry, like that particular vehicle. People, what Brian Carruthers talks about in his book, Building an Empire, he talks about how we try to turn a four into an ace. So like if you imagine a 52 card deck, then there's four aces in that deck, but there's also four fours. And instead of trying to find and try to like make the four into an ace, what your job is to do is to sift through all the cards, not get stuck wasting your time trying to make that four into an ace, and sift through there, look for the aces, because what's going to end up happening is like people get stuck on those people and they end up dragging them down. If they're not willing to work with you, then like, why are you going to waste your time trying to work with them? That's like the main thing, because there's people out there who actually want whatever it is that you are offering, which brings to the third point, which is fishing versus hunting. So this was like a kind of a big key distinction that we made during the early stages during this process. Is we figured out that, and like I'll still fall back into it at times where I'll try to like go hunting and try to like convince somebody that this is something that they need in their life, but that's the complete wrong way to go about it. What you want to do instead is you want to throw out bait and let people come to you, because those are going to be the people who are willing to work with you, and those are going to be your aces, right? Because you don't have to convince them that they're an ace. They're like, I'm an ace and I want to do this. I think when I was coming up with this headline for this, I got a little confused, but kind of what ended up happening to me, as far as like the dream customer goes, the problem that I was running into was that I was like, here's what happened. So like I created the water delivery service, and it was super cool because it was actually working, right? So I created this delivery service that offered a free gallon or 2 free gallons, just cover the delivery, right? And it started to work, and I was just like, this is working, The first thing was I sent out a message to my email list that I have been building, and I got a couple of people who were like, I want a gallon. And that's the people who you're looking for, is like the people who are raising their hand saying that I want this, So instead of being like, hey, you should get this, I was just like, hey, if anybody is into this and they want to try it out, let me know and I'll deliver it to you. But kind of what ended up happening there is that I was pumped about like the back end part of it, like the system building of it, the actual like business, right? So I was always like thinking, okay, well, does anybody else want to do this? But like nobody did. And then I just turned into a delivery guy, and I was just like, I hate this, I ended up like hating my business. I was like, this is not what I want to do. It's cool that I got results, and it's cool that people, they want the water. That was like a big key that I realized, is that people love the water. But the problem was like, that's not the people that I was necessarily wanting to serve. Honestly, because I think that's like the hardest market to actually serve, is the health, the health aspect of it. Like, is it an important aspect to me? 100%. But it's the hardest to deliver and actually get results for. And it just ends up getting to a point where you just become like discouraged because for whatever reason, that's like the hardest thing for people to actually make a change in is their health. Um, so I've just decided to just like kind of just lead from the front in that, where it's just like an obvious staple of my life, you know? And I believe that like you can't get the other results in order to, you can't get the results that you're looking for if your health and all that stuff isn't in check, you know? And that's like the point where I'm trying to get at now is those are the people who I'm looking for, is the people who already kind of have that handled, you know, and are trying to like level up. Like that's that's just the foundation, you know, the health, I think in the human being like aspect is that's just the foundation, man. That's just like, that's entry level. That's like what you need in order to like do any of this other stuff. Like, um, I'm gonna have some ideas about that, how to like optimize that. But that's like what I'm trying to do is like help people optimize it. Like I'm not trying to go through the basics of like of what like a personal trainer would do in order to like get somebody healthy, you know? So yeah. So it's super important. Find out who exactly it is that you're trying to serve. And it's usually probably going to be you. If you're in like the market that we're doing, think about like the big result that you're trying to get for yourself. And then find the people who are interested in the same thing. You don't want to have to convince people that they want this or that they need this. They already know. Stop trying to turn a 4 into an ace. Just don't waste your time and work with the people who are willing to work. That's it. I'm done. I got the free training that I'm doing weekly. So it's live. It is a done for you system. I'm refining the concepts of it. It's getting fine tuned. It's starting to get really legit, and it's awesome. Honestly, it's awesome, and it's part of my moral obligation to share it. So I highly advise you to check it out. Join the next live free training. There'll be a link down below or somewhere, or message me. But thank you guys for checking this out, and I'll see you in the next one.